It's time for ignition and straight up automobile pimping.
Dude, where's my car?
Dude, where's my car? I'm Tom. I got Tony across from me, dude. You're on the Dude, Where's My Car podcast, man. What's going on?
I'm good. Loving this winter weather. This weather has changed since I've gotten back.
Dude, can I say, I've actually really missed you. Just for context, everyone listening, Tony's been away. He's been overseas. He's been living the dream up in Taiwan and China.
I have.
He's been looking at a few cars. Been racing a few cars. Been racing go-karts, bro, haven't you?
I was prep of our go-kart challenge.
Can you tell me, you know what was really funny about when you brought that up in our group chat, when you sent that through, and I asked you, what time did you get? Knowing full well I have zero idea what the best time is around that track. It means fucking nothing.
I thought you were going to be like, I've been there, so I want to see your time. I was like, surely this kid hasn't been over here. I don't know how he would have gotten in.
Was it good though?
It was great. It was like a weird place though. So eventually the F1 happened the week before we got there. So we just missed out on watching the F1 in China.
That's a kick in the nuts.
It was like your trip as well. But yeah, the mister was like, we couldn't make it to the F1, but I'll take you go-karting. But before that, we'll go check out the stadium. I was like, that's fucking epic as well. So we pretty much had the whole stadium to us, little tour guide, 5-6 people. We walked around the track, checked the pits out. And bro, some of the corners, they're hairpin corners. And F1 speeds, 300 straight to a stop, and then they're fucking back at it.
It's nuts, eh?
It was nuts. And then the amount of people that get there to look at it, it is crazy. And you know, over in Asia, fucking that loaded with money. So they're telling us the prices of the VIP boxes, these seats, those seats, and you're like, fuck.
It's a whole different, be honest, like it's a whole different beast over there, eh? Like it's, like I said this before, I said this in like when we were having a catch up, I was saying to Dan, I was like, when you've got 1 billion people inside of a country and you market your own cars to your own country and have like this like economy inside you make up like more than what, like, forgive my maths, it's so shit. You make up more than 10% of the population on Earth inside one country, and you can better believe there's car brands you've never heard of before that just fucking skyrocket. Like,
out of the probably 10 cars I see, I probably recognize one of them. One brand, not even make and model, one fucking brand. The amount of cars there, bro, cars there look like Tron. Cars from Tron. They literally do. The headlights are like the shape. Like, let's say none were like modified like what we have in Australia, but okay, one, they were fucking electric, so that was shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Fuck their electric cars. But just the shapes, fucking everything. I think it's also because they've got this policy where if you have an electric car, I only learned this time, you could drive every single day of the week.
What?
Hear me out. If you've got an electric car, you could drive every single day of the week. And then if it's any petrol or diesel cars, depending on the number at the end of your plates, is the day that you can drive.
What the
Just think about it. The end number on your rego plate is the day that you could drive your car. Actually, don't quote me, but I think that's what it is. That's what I was told. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah. So you probably had a car like a plate, and I think you could drive it on a Monday and probably like a Saturday. On Monday and like a Friday, and you can on the weekends, but any other day you can't.
What happens if you don't?
You get fined.
Do you go to jail?
I think it's a fine, but they've got like cameras everywhere, so they could track exactly where you go.
What's it like? What's it like physically being there? Walk me through it, like, because that's one thing that's kind of weird. That's weirdly mind blowing, and also very, very controlling.
It is first, but getting into the country may have been stupid, being a foreigner to an Asian country. I didn't set up my phone. So actually, funny story, I did set up my phone, but I swapped the SIM cards when I was on the plane. It was dark, I was tired, so I thought I put the Chinese SIM card in my phone, but I didn't. So I gave that other phone to my misso, and then she's Chinese, so she just went through like the Chinese passport, so she just went straight through. Then I was there at the customs, they were checking all my visas and shit, and then it's like, where are you staying? And I'm like, oh, some hotel in Shanghai. But they're like, which hotel? And I'm like, well, I don't know.
The Hilton's got like 6 hotels in the same vicinity.
That's true. I was like, oh, Shangri-La. And he's like, which one? I was like, the one in Shanghai. And he's like, well, there's a couple of them. You got to write down the address on like the inbound card. And I was like, well, I don't fucking know. So then over the loudspeaker, can such and such and such come back to the customs table? Your boyfriend is here stuck because he doesn't know where he lives. Over the fucking loudspeaker in the airport.
Everyone's around like this dumb mother.
So the missus walks like, signs that in. Okay, get through that story. We get there, we walk out, and then I look at the cars. The first thing, we look at the cars and it's like, fuck. They're pretty much all white. The only white car, white and silver cars, and they're all electric. And I'm like, I know there are heaps of electric cars over there, but it's
Taken over?
It's just taken over. They're everywhere.
Because I think the one thing the audience probably doesn't realize, or people just in general listening to this, or people don't know, right? So, like, it's a whole different beast in that world. And would you say that, like, it's a technological powerhouse itself? And going over there, can you, like, look into the future in terms of where we're going to be, or, like, where other countries are going to be? Like, are they technically, like, 5 years ahead?
Probably. Okay, I went to both the city and like the country. First, that is a big fucking difference. You see the city, all high rises. There's high rises next to high rises, and you know we've got like apartments here, but they probably have 6 or 12 of the same exact apartments that look identical, and just like 6 or 12 towers right next to each other. And you know, okay, well, this investor just made that block.
Same architect, same engineer, same investor.
Everything's the same. You walk out. We have what? Sydney Harbour Bridge. So think of Sydney Harbour Bridge, but like 10 of those crisscrossing each other everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you don't hear any cars. All you hear is nothing. People talking. They're all electric. You don't hear anything.
Really? Give me a percentage. Give me, like, out of 100, how many?
Electric cars.
Yeah.
99%.
Fuck off.
Everything. The best I got into was a hybrid. So I've said this on the potty. I get sick in electric cars. Every day I have to have like travel sickness, whatever those things, like motion sickness pills, because I have to sit in electric cars getting from place A to place B, or getting from this place to that place, motion sickness every day. I just can't deal with electric cars.
What was the hybrid like?
The fucking best day ever. It was the day before in one of the electric cars. Plus we went over there during like their Labor Day period where they take a whole week off. And then when everyone's off, everyone goes everywhere. There's fucking cars everywhere. So yeah, we're going to one of the scenic places, and then jumped into an electric car, stuck in traffic for like an hour. First thing when I got out, I fucking just puked on the side of the road. Just went all out. Wasn't good that we had lunch just before getting on that ride, but
Are you the same on boats?
I'm fine on boats.
Oh, really? Okay.
But just electric cars.
Yeah.
Electric cars only.
Yeah. Are you stoked you went?
Yeah, it was a great trip.
Go back?
100%. I want you guys to come back. I want to see you guys experience over there.
I want to go to the China Auto Salon and Taiwan for that matter as well, considering that's where pretty much majority of almost all parts get made.
Yep, we should.
Fun fact for everyone listening.
Fun fact as well, electric cars, we know they go fast.
Yeah.
So one of the days we're going from the train station to where one of my friends live. Jumped up that, like I was saying, Labor Day, whole 1 week of holiday, so there was cars everywhere. And then another side note, if there's 2 lanes in China, you fit 4 cars through the 2 lanes. That's what it's like. So we're on the highway speeds are 110. And then you know those emergency lanes where like on the very edge. So we jumped into that. The local driver was like, I know this road very well, so we're going to take this. And then we're like, the 3 of us in the car were like, well, I don't think you're legally allowed. And he's like, oh, we're locals. We know what we do. It's okay. So I was driving on that. Initially, I was like, okay, cool. Then there's fucking heaps of cars. You know when there's heaps of cars, you slow down, right? His speedo just kept going quicker and quicker and quicker. So it started at 100, started going to 110, 120. Then a car fucking pulls out, so he slams on the brakes. Mind me saying, people don't wear seatbelts in China. So we didn't have seatbelts on. So then
Shit's cowboy over there. Nothing's regulated.
It was fucked. And then this was like a shitty electric car. This car probably had done what? 200,000. It was very old. I could hear the suspension squeaking.
Yeah.
Fucked. Yeah. So then he starts speeding up again. And you know, electric cars, they speed up real fucking quickly.
Yeah.
So we went straight up, back up, 110, 120, 130, 140. At this point, I was telling my girlfriend, and then I told her girlfriend to tell her friend to tell the driver, sit properly, seatbelts on, and can we also tell the driver to fucking slow down? Because 140, you don't hear anything. You're going fast. And all the cars next to you are stand still. fucking zooming by. There's fucking trucks, everywhere. And another car pulls out, fucking slams on the brakes again. At this stage, I'm like, I'm fucking gonna get in a car crash today. It's like you're speeding and a car just pulls out and he fucking floors the brakes. Like, no, we can't do this. We can't do this. It's like, I know we wanted to get there quick, but no, like this is just dumb, pure dumb. Told the driver, slow the fuck down or we're getting out. So then I told me, so let's try and get book another taxi. But then we're on the highway. You can't book a taxi on the highway. They're not going to come to you. Plus they're going to go through all the traffic, so they're not going to even reach us.
Yeah.
So we're going to be standing there. No, again, fucking flying. And then he's like, oh, there's an accident ahead, so it's going to be okay. Once we pass that, there's not going to be no traffic. Still flying by.
Let's speed up more.
Speeds up. We hit 160. I've got it on video. We hit 160 with standstill cars next to us in the fucking emergency lane. It was fun. We get to the accident. Guess what he does? Doing 110 and he's fucking trying to film. He's like, oh, we're nearly here. I see it on the maps. There's an accident up ahead. He's got his phone out, holding the steering wheel, doing like 110, filming like the left lane. And we're still zooming by.
Wait, why is he filming?
He's on his phone the whole time. He's fucking sending out voice messages.
No.
He's got like fucking 10 different chats and he's sending it out. It's like, oh, what the traffic's like, this and that, what he's doing, what's his next job at.
What, this guy's like the fucking popular, 7 p.m. project?
That's
with
what
the
we
fucking
thought.
Cars?
He's
like,
only
what?
a taxi driver. He literally ran like 10 group chats, different group chats. And he was copy and pasting messages from one and pasting in the other one. Like, fuck,
You got to respect the hustle, right? You got to.
Once we got past the accident, we're like, slow down. We beg you, please slow down. And I was like, I'm happy to finally get out the car once we got there.
I thought you were about to say you're happy to go home.
I was happy to go home. I was happy to get out the car and stand on the ground and just stand there. The three of us, when we got out, we just stood there and we're like, we're still alive.
Okay, so this isn't just you. Everyone else feels this.
Yes. So my girlfriend next to the car, initially she like sat, you don't sit in the middle seat. So you had a leg in like the middle seat where the little, it lifts up in the back seat in the middle. So she had her legs. I was like, no, just put it back behind where the driver's seat is. Seatbelt's on.
Yeah.
Her friend on the front, she's always on her phone. She's like a full-time mental. She's like, she was not on her phone because of how scary this ride was. And this ride lasted an hour and a half.
No wonder you're vomiting. No wonder you're vomiting.
It was a fucking night. A ride to remember.
Well, I'll tell you what. I want to hear a little bit more about this trip, man. But I think we can potentially save it for another little potty. But
Yeah, we can. You guys have to experience it to understand it.
I'm glad you're safe. And you know what? We will experience it next year when we're at the Auto Salon of Taiwan and China. We'll go.
Let's
We'll
do it.
But I think that's a pretty good segue to the event, bro, because there's going to be a few people who's going to want to be going pretty fast. I can't say there's going to be any electric cars, at least not to my knowledge, but there's certainly an array of cars going to this event. Are you seeing what I'm saying?
Yep.
I won't lie, guys. I'm going to first up just by saying thank you so much. Like the amount of support and the amount of people, which by the way, really didn't expect to say yes. To the invite immediately. I was like, oh yeah, like law of averages, like 50-50, whatever. No, like pretty much everyone said yes, which is cool. That's awesome. I feel like we're trying to tackle something that doesn't normally happen. Like there's normally just car shows and all this type of stuff, which I love. We love those things.
What I love most was some people actually messaged me saying they wanted to be invited and they're thankful for inviting. They didn't think we were going to invite them. We're like, what do you mean? You're always invited.
You have to understand, like, we're trying to get through it and we're trying to film this and film other shows and work our 9-to-5 jobs. Like, we're getting to you.
Like you said in the message, it's a madhouse in CSA right now.
Yeah, things are crazy. But thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate the love and support and everyone who's coming so far. It's going to be an epic event. So I thought it'd be a really good idea, Tones, if we just did a little bit of housekeeping.
100%.
Because there's a lot of people coming and we want you all there and we just want this event to run smoothly as possible. There's a lot of staff. We've got a lot of media on. We've got photographers. We've got videographers. We've got drone people. We've got everything. We went all out for this, and it's just a huge shout out to Four Pines as well, just for sponsoring this. Thank you so much. I won't lie, I jumped up and down like a little girl when you guys said yes. I was hiding it. I was trying to keep cool. on the phone. But also huge shout out to our other sponsors as well, man. Like we've got Aquaphobic Detailing. Fuck me dead because I don't have my phone in front of me or a list. I didn't write it out, but we got a lot of people on.
There's a lot. I'll name a few. There's Untouched Visuals, Chemical Wizards.
See what I mean? We don't have we have Cheesy Quick Snaps. JK Movies.
Henry from Akuro Panda Photography.
Yes.
I think that's the one.
Guys, don't hate us, please.
Don't hate us. What's
everyone that we named on the banner, which we made personally, just know the love goes out to you. We didn't forget about you because we made it. So
there's more coming on board as well.
Yeah, and these guys, thank you so much because you guys make this event awesome, and hopefully it's going to help us build more and more events. But in saying that, guys, I want to run through a bit of housekeeping. Yeah. I really want you guys to respect the road rules for this event. It's a pretty big thing. What we're doing, it's a lot of cars on the road, and we've got everything in place. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about anything. You just get to bring your cars, enjoy the day. We do it all.
It's a very thought out, planned out, organised event.
We've got roughly about 14 staff managing this from start to finish, and we all have sections, and it's going to be really, really cool. All I ask is, guys, is that you don't hoon, you don't cause any drama, you don't do anything stupid, we don't need no burnouts, no skiers, no doughies, none of that shit. Revenue cars we don't need as well. Yeah. We've heard loud cars. This event is purely just to network, meet new people, get content, have fun, enjoy a good day out that we could do again and again and again. Not time to be shut down. Yeah, 100%. You, honestly, bro, you took the words out of my mouth. Like that's really, we want you all to have a really good time, and I think we can actually do that with this event. And like I said, if this all goes according to plan, we've got two other big events that they're going to lead on from this one. This Tony and I are probably not going to disclose it on this until much later on. But if this works out, this is actually a tester and a teaser for something. This is a trial for a lot bigger. A couple of the real big things happening. Even though it's fucking huge already as it is. Yeah. People think about it. You do a 10-car cruise and you're losing people here and there. Mm-hmm. This event, as of now, we're saying easy 100 cars are coming. Yep. So be prepared. Yeah. It's a lot. All I ask is, guys, and I'm going to hammer this into you. We've spoken about it on this podcast before. And you've seen it in the Facebook group chats as well. Guys, bring radios. That's it. Bring radios. You can go to literally anyone right now, go get a radio. I don't understand why radios and cars aren't a normalized thing. Not just for this event, for everything. Oh, there's a copperhead. Oh, there's a photographer or a videographer in a car. They want you to come out right now. Oh, hey, car purple. Can you pull out right now? I need you to go 50 Ks. It's so easy. Like it's You're not going to have one another's numbers. You're going to be calling them. Yeah, you got a phone. Which is illegal anyway. Invest in a little UHF, walkie-talkie, whatever you want to call it. Dude. Foxtrot, there's a cop up ahead. It's honestly, normalize radios in cars. 100%. Normalize radios in cars, guys. Like, I cannot stress this enough. It is a lifesaver. It makes everything easier. Yep. Channel 16, yo, what up, dude? Come out the front, I'm coming down fast. It makes everything so much better. Go to a super cheap auto, go to Repco, go to Automotive Superstore, go to any of these guys. You can find a UHF radio, $30. Easy. Rechargeable ones, battery ones, they're everywhere. Some servos even have them. Dude, don't drive for a day. With petrol prices at the minute, don't drive for a day. You can afford a radio. Yep. Like, just give me a break. You can do it. Normalize radios in cars. Say it with me now. Normalize radios in cars. Fantastic. Well, in saying that, guys, I hope we do know it's a short one, but we just wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping. Do you want to run through the event, the plan of it? Yeah, I'm happy to. Okay. What do you want to do? Sydney Siders, what time should they leave? Sydney Siders should leave. This event is far. This event is far from Sydney. It is and it isn't. For me, it isn't, but it might be for some people. But we drive cars, so I feel like you should be used to driving. 7 a.m., people from Sydney, you should be leaving. Now, there's a lot of mini groups going on. You can talk about it in the Facebook group chat. Talk about it. Get your mini groups organized. The event starts at 8, guys. If you're not there by 8:45, you got an issue because we're leaving at 9. I'll leak this out to the people that listen to the podcast, whether it's on Spotify, podcast, YouTube, whatever. Should we run through? We'll run through the event. Event officially starts at 8. Tuggerah, local markets, opposite Bunnings Tuggerah. Event starts there. Big show and shine. That's till 9. Mm-hmm. That event's till 9.
before that, before 9 o'clock hits, our team will go through with maps and split the cars that come up into 3 groups. 3 groups. They'll slap a sticker on your windscreen. It's like a proper event. You'll be distinguished into each individual group. The group is for when you leave Tuggerah, you'll follow your leader to the next locations.
Yep.
Before you hit up Hunter Valley.
Yep. And we're not going to tell you the exact cruise route because you're going to be given it on the day.
Yep.
You're going to love the cruise route that we've got for you. It's super easy and we're going to get there on time. And by the time that you actually make it to the final destination,
we're not going to say it.
There is food. It's all prepped. It's got a set menu. It is a beautiful location. The cars will be back on show at the final stages. We're going to run through some cool things. We're going to give away a few prizes. We're going to absolutely love every single moment of it, guys. It's going to be awesome.
It's amazing.
And it's pet friendly.
Pet friendly. The amount of content creators coming, the amount of people we're working with.
Yeah.
I hope you're excited.
It's going to be something that honestly people don't want to miss, man. Like this is, you're going to feel really left out if you don't come to this. Yeah. And on that note,
it's time to wrap it up.
It's time to wrap it up.
There's more prep for this event happening.
Yeah, there is. No, guys, we did just want to keep this podcast short. I'm sorry to all of those who do go on really long journeys, but we've got a long journey ourselves that we're trying to prep for. Yeah. But back to regular recording as of next week, and we've got some pretty cool guests, man, coming up. I'm not afraid. Should we say who's actually coming on?
Go for it.
We've got a world time attack driver coming on the show. Yes. I don't want to give away names, but we've got a world time attack driver coming on the show. We've got a couple of other race teams coming on. We've got some pretty cool, I guess you just call them influencers.
We've got influencers coming, workshops that are coming on board.
A couple of other YouTubers. Like, it's some really cool shit, man. Like, and it's a really testament to you guys who listen to this potty and you are giving us reviews, you are sending stuff in, and you listen to what we do. I don't know why, because we talk absolute smack.
Yeah. Even throw in people. If you think someone wants to be on the potty, let us know. Comment them down in the comment section. Hit them up to tell us that they want to be on the potty. We've got people hitting us up saying they want to jump on, and we're like, we're more than happy. Like, we don't know you, but let's go.
In fact,
let's have a chat.
You just pulled something up that I want to pull someone out. I'm so sorry, bro, but I'm about to call you out. So there's a guy on Instagram. I'm gonna give him some fame, but he's also gonna cop some slack. bks.collectionau. Now this legend had sent us a message on Instagram. Actually, he commented on one of our podcast reels, and he goes, "How do I get on this podcast?"
I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that.
Now, I responded with something which I thought was going to be spectacular. I thought I was like, you know what, this is going to get some laughs.
Yeah.
I said, if you can answer this question correctly, you're on the show. And I said, what would be a better motor for my Skyline, a Gallo 12 or a Gallo 24? What movie is that from, Tony?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hang on. I'll give you a hint. Let me do my best Paul Walker impression.
What?
I'm in a cop station right now, and I'm Paul Walker, and I come up to you, and I'm like, what would be a better engine for my Skyline, a Gallo 12 or a Gallon 24? What's the answer?
Which one was this in?
Number 2, bro. You're just as bad as this guy.
12.
It's funny, I didn't know that. I didn't know they made engines in pizza stores. You look like such a fool right now. You look like such a fool right now. I do.
Let me know.
That is Fast and Furious 2, and Paul Walker's been brought in. He's been done by the cops, and he's been tasked with the thing. Otherwise, he gets threatened and goes to jail. And he goes, "Well, I need a team, and I'm gonna get it with my guy." And the FBI's like, "Nah, no way, dude."
Oh,
like,
is this when Roman Pierce comes in?
Yeah, before Roman though, and this guy with a little like Shake Shack.
At that part, I'll still learn English. Take some slack.
Oh, lies! Absolute lies! I know for a fact they convert it into Taiwanese. Thank you, Dan. There's a lot of that going on today. You know what? I bet you Dan's going to have something to say about this on the next podcast. I guarantee it.
Bro, I ain't hearing shit from him. I'm muting him in the next one. I'll get Chelsea, who's taking over. I'll mute Dan when he's going to talk about this. We're going to bring this back up.
But in all honesty, just to finish off, guys, and bks.collection.au. Sorry, brother, I don't actually know your full name.
So did he answer it? We were in the same boat. We're in the same boat.
Can I tell you with what he answered?
Yeah.
I sent that through. So he tagged his mate Josh. Josh didn't respond. He left him high and dry. Josh also owns a Skyline.
Woo! He needed the Skyline back up.
I don't know, guys. All I'm saying is you can give him shit. You can go find him. But also, thanks, bro. I really appreciate it. And you can come onto the podcast.
It's okay. BKS Collection. We're on the same team.
BKS Collection AU, man. You can come onto the podcast anytime you want, brother, because clearly Tony has no clue just as much as you. And on that bombshell,
It's time to wrap it up.
it's time to wrap it up,
Get out of
guys.
here.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. As I said, recording goes back to Normalise of next week. We're probably going to fill your heads with all the event stuff that happened.
Yep.
But at the same time, love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Send in your reviews, send in your questions, send everything, please. Other than that, thank you so much.
Thank you.